The sooner you figure out which chairs don't belong at your table, the more peaceful your meals will become. This is a great way to practice discernment, a great quote that kind of points to the power of discernment. One of the things I realized on my road to sobriety, especially when I first started off and I relapsed a few times, was that some of the people that I was with when I was in my addictive state, I had to A, sacrifice and give up, and B, even though some of those people, decided they wanted to walk the same path as me, at some point we had to diverge, whether it was because they relapsed or I know at one point, a friend relapsed and then was basically asking me to relapse with him. Ultimately, at one point I ended up doing so, not because of him per se, but just because of social pressure that I wasn't prepared for, right? And so you have to realize, and really this goes really with life. As you grow, if you're growing, one of the signs of growth is going to be that certain people are going to cycle out of your life. They're going to come in and they're not going to be able to fit in with where you're going. That's just really a fact of life. But in sobriety, it's even that much more important. So you have to be mindful of who's sitting at your table. If you want a peaceful life, who are you allowing in your life? Who are you allowing to have presence in your life, to have time in your life? Who do you allow to have attention? Who do you share your attention with in life? Because that's going to dictate whether you can have a peaceful life or not, whether you're going to have the focus to do the things that you want to do in life, whether the people around you are people that are conducive to your growth or your life in sobriety, or a destructive part of that, right? A counterproductive. They don't help. They only hinder. They may be, whether it's through, small social influence, or whether it's through how they talk or their own lives, they can influence your trajectory. So it's important to make sure you're very clear when you look at your table, when you think of your table, right? With regards to this analogy, you want to think of your table as your circle of friends, your tightest circle of friends, right? And you want to think about, the top 5 people you spend the most time with. What type of people are they? Are they conducive to your life? Do they bring peace to your life? Do they challenge you when you need to be challenged? Or is your life full of yes men that let you do, or yes women, right? Yes persons, that'll be politically correct, right? That will, give you input and tell you what you don't need, that you don't want to hear, but that you need to hear. Do you have people like that in your life? If you have a bunch of yes men, then some of those chairs need to be vacated for people that love you enough to tell you the truth. Because in sobriety, definitely, having people that will tell you the truth and no longer enable your addiction is a path to that peaceful life. Because you're going to go through dealing with facts, hard facts. You're an addict. You're an alcoholic. You need to quit. There's no need for any, alcohol in your life. It doesn't benefit you or anybody around you. And you need to make that decision. And you need the type of people that will help you with that. Or at least let you know that you need to get on that path. And then when you're on it, either encourage you, stay out of the way. Right? But not to, derail you from that path. So I want you to think about that. The people in your circle, the people that are sitting at your table, are they conducive to a peaceful meal, or are they conducive to chaos? Are they agents of chaos? And you'll be surprised, some of the people sitting there, when you're thinking with your feelings and not logic, you may say, oh, well, they feel good to be around. But does that mean they're good for you? So that's something I want you to think about. Think about those chairs, who's sitting in them, right? Who may need to get up and be excused, and who may be able to be bumped up. You never know. You may have a friend out there that you don't even know is a true friend. They may be on the outskirts. But that also takes reaching out, being more sociable, getting into human conversations with other people, right? Because one thing that in sobriety you have to watch out for in recovery is becoming a recluse, not being social because you're scared to go outside. But those connections, you know, you don't want to close yourself off to potential connections, people that are worthy to sit at your table, that can bring peace to your table. So that's something you want to think about as well. All right. So I just want to give you something to think about. As the saying goes, the sooner you figure out which chairs don't belong at your table, the more peaceful your meals will become. All right. So I just want to give you something to think about. Pass this on if you think somebody, you know, may benefit from this information. I hope it benefits you. I hope you have a great day. And until next time, peace.